Is this something in the water? Y'all was worried about Flint water. Y'all should have been worried about the water over there in Chicago and Illinois. I know Dolton is only like 15 minutes away, right? Dolton is like 15 minutes away from Chicago. Tiff, I know you watching this. I know you can see it. I know your people looking at it. You didn't get back to me, Tiff. Your people hit me up. We were going back and forth. Shout out to your assistant. Seemed like a very, very, very nice woman. But I don't know why y'all didn't just hit me back up. I could have helped you. I could have did some things in your favor, Tiff. I largely like to say that I was one of the ones responsible for blowing this story up, and that people kept telling me, oh, that's old. I said, no, we need to revisit this. Next thing you know, everybody want to talk about what's going over there in Dolton. Dolton ain't even a big town. Now Dolton is on a map for the wrong reasons. Y'all should have let me know what was going on. Holla at me. You tried to play defense, and now you're not playing offense. You know what I'm saying? Tiff, hit me up. We can fix this, baby. Tiff, hit me up. We can fix this, baby. Holla at me, man. Because the city, the town, Dolton Trustees YouTube channel is posting videos against you. The Trustees in the city of Dolton is posting videos about you. Now, when you have a platform, you can kind of clap back, or you can try to clarify it a little bit differently, especially if you're innocent. But you don't have no chance if you don't have no platform. And so I'm your best hope. Holla at me, baby. Tiff. I got you, Tiff. Is my left eye working the way it's supposed to? Y'all tell me in the chat, is my left eye working? See how I'm blinking? Tiff, I got you, baby. Holla at me, girl. Look. They saying that you leveraging the police force in order to get back at your enemies. I don't think you got no police that can travel over here to Detroit, so I should be all right. I don't think you got anybody in the police force over there in Dolton, because I'm not a Dolton resident, that can come and holler at me. You can't be running the whole city like the mob. All right. Let me just go ahead and... This is what the Trustees is posting about her, all right? I didn't post it. This is what her friends over there in the Trustees is saying, all right?
We really think the trustees did an excellent job at the November 6th board meeting. Well, the 4 who were mentally present at least. Unfortunately, there were 2 who didn't quite understand what was happening. Stan Brown showed off his reading skills by wasting our time for 15 minutes while he read the township newsletter front to back for reasons unknown. Maybe he wanted us to know he does more than just riding a bike. Andrew Holmes managed to go on 2 rants relating to roofs and windows for seniors. He actually blamed the other trustees for the reason the seniors will have strokes and heart attacks because the windows and roofs are letting heat out. Seriously, this happened.
Listen. This site is the Dolton Trustees site. They got a little over 2,000 subscribers. They probably had less than 1,000 subscribers before we started really having these conversations about this chick, right? Dolton Trustees YouTube channel is reading this and typing this out and putting these YouTube videos together. Let's see what they got to say.
Watch.
We move forward with paying these vendors. You know, winter is coming. Seniors need their windows, they need their roofs. You know, how would you feel in a cold house? How many calls are the fire department of Dolton going to get called to a residence because someone's having a stroke, someone having a heart attack because the blood pressure is going up because they're cold? How many children's got to lay in the bedroom and be cold?
I don't know how many children's got to lay in the bed because they're cold. Hey, who's electing these people to have these conversations? I'm just curious. Who is picking these people to be your trustees, your city council members, your mayors, and they can't even communicate effectively with the people? What are y'all spending y'all time on? Honestly, just curious.
Leaking. We need to pay that vendor first and foremost, we need to think about the health of our seniors and the people in the village. Some people working, some people doing fine. They got good heat. Others, they don't have heat because the windows are not there and the roofs are not there and the heat is going straight up out the house.
Thankfully, Trustee Jason House was paying attention and let Trustee Holmes know his comments were completely irrelevant and had nothing to do with the warrant list that was being voted on.
Okay, there's on this list specifically, there is nothing to do with windows or roofs or nobody being removed. That has absolutely nothing to do with this.
Trustee House then went on to explain the items he was questioning, which were special to say the least.
Some of the items that we're talking about: Aurelio's Pizza, $131. Best Western, apparently 2 rooms for $318. Chicago Midway Airport, $200 worth of tax dollars spent on that. Cooper's Hawk, $557.68.
Cooper, have y'all ever been to Cooper's Hawk? Has anybody ever been to Cooper's Hawk? It is a great place to congregate, have some food. They have a great wine selection. Mwah. Cooper's Hawk is awesome. So the city of Dolton is suffering, and they having a budget crisis, and they running a deficit, and somebody got the city credit card and they running it up. Somebody got the city credit card and they running it up. Yeah. Look at Rita. Rita love Cooper's Hawk. Somebody ran it up. They said we got $567.68 being sent that. Who is using a city credit card like they own personal piggy bank? Who in God's name is using a city credit card like they ain't got no sense?
Got Dollar Tree on here, $108. Dunkin' Donuts, $49.58. What else we got? Where else did we eat at? Holiday Inn in Bloomington, 2, 4, 6, 7 rooms, $2,694. Image One, Italian Fiesta, $113.59. Jewel Osco, $100.50. Olive Garden, $262.78.
Not the Olive Garden. Yo, I didn't know if they were showing my credit card bill or her credit card bill out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And they spent how many items? You spent $150 at the Dollar Tree. $150 at the Dollar Tree. They got 150 items. Oh, man. They said we at the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. Say what? If you then you bring her friend. Girl, you want to go to the hotel? Girl, I'm going to give you my room key. If you want to go to the hotel. Rudy. If you want to go to my hotel. Holler at me. We having an after party. We gonna be here till 6 in the morning. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna 6 to the morning. To the morning. Girl, you wanna. She said, hold on. How much they spent at the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn? Say what?
Got Dollar Tree on here, $108. Dunkin' Donuts, $49.58. What else we got? Where else did we eat at? Holiday Inn in Bloomington, 2, 4, 6, 7 rooms, $2,694.
They was running it up. They said, yo, you want to come to my hotel? Oh, this is why I love this show. This is why I love this show, man. They said, we got 7 rooms, $2,700. Bloomington? Fam, you could have drove there and drove back. It's crazy.
Image one, Italian Fiesta, $113.59. Jewel Osco, $100.50. Olive Garden, $262.78. Pete's Fresh Market, $212.97. Let's see if we ate anywhere else. Thank me later, $520. Walt.
He said, thank me later. Hey, somebody find out who this guy's name is. I want to get him on the show. We got to get this guy on there this week. And we will be live streaming every day this week, Monday through Friday. Thanksgiving, Friday morning, the day after. We are live streaming every day. We don't miss. Somebody find this guy's name and get it to me. Send it to me in my email, AntonDaniels413@gmail.com. Get in touch with him and tell him, Anton, I need to talk to him. I need to see what's going on over there.
Walmart, $11.11. Good Lord. Wyndham Hotel and Resorts, 2, 4, 6, 8 rooms, totaled up to $1,085. All this, no receipts given to the myself or the other trustees that I've mentioned. Again, it has nothing to do with denying a resident some service. We need receipts to understand what's going on. I conclude.
All right. So I'm going to conclude with this. That's not true on your statement you just made. And when people read stuff into record, you guys, go get clarity of what it is. Just for
She says she got the same water as Anton. She got her Fiji. She got her Bubba Gump shrimp hap up there. And she going to let you know, listen, ain't nothing like a black woman that is angry. And she don't believe that you accurately painting the picture. Talk to him, Tiff.
The record, y'all do know that we have prisoners that we feed, right? But I shouldn't have to sit up here and break all this down as though y'all just think it's the administration. It is not. Y'all do know we help homeless people. Y'all do know we help residents, right? But y'all don't know.
From Cooper's Hawk. From Cooper's Hawk. And the hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. This is crazy.
Ask them questions. Y'all do know we rent hotels for people. We got all these things, but why do I have to always try to justify what it is we're doing here? Why? Because people that don't do none, you never see, never active, get up here and just say things out, but never give you no clarity of what department it is. Each item that's on our thing, it has a code. It tells you which department spent the money. It tells you that. Again, I keep telling you the day-to-day operation. Yes, I'm the overseer of the village, but the management handles their own department, spends their own money, and they put it on a warrant list and give it to the board. But yet people got to do a spin of what they think it is, but don't ask no legitimate questions, because I've asked the same questions on sometimes when I read it. And when I read it, I get clarity. And I say, oh, okay, y'all went and y'all bought the inmates McDonald's or a pizza or whatever they bought them. I'm just getting that as an example because I had to learn too. So they should learn before they make judgment or just put things out there and don't have no facts. That's what I mean by not having facts.
All right. Then we will ask the residents, like the mayor said, who are the homeless Dolton residents that the super duper mayor has helped by taking them down to Bloomington, Illinois, and got them a hotel room. Actually, 8 hotel rooms, along with multiple expensive fancy meals. We're also curious to know which inmates she fed at Cooper's Hawk. As far as we know, and we do know as a fact, prisoner meals consist of McDonald's. That's all, nothing more. Not only did the super-duper narcissistic mayor lie to the residents by making herself appear as charitable and generous by helping the homeless, but she threw her department heads under a very large, very criminal-looking bus.
This is the Dolton Trustees YouTube channel. Literally. Yo, what kind of infighting is this? Let me let this rest of this play.
We want to caution her employees to think twice about the loyalty offered to her. She just showed the world she has no shame in blaming you for her wrongdoing. She will use tax dollars to pay her Dolton police security detail on overtime, who drive the very expensive township vehicles to run you over and over again. We're sure it's just a coincidence these downstate expenditures for fancy meals and hotels happened at the exact same time that your own charitable foundation happened to be doing a 5-day walk to Springfield.
Listen, y'all. Listen. Tiff, baby. Let me just give you a piece of advice, babe. when you have this level of scrutiny and this many eyes on you, first of all, it's self-inflicted. There's no reason why a small town like Dolton should have this many eyes on them, and it's all because you were boastful and you didn't move accordingly, specifically knowing that you had these type of problems and these issues in your backyard. Look, the only time that you can be boastful and all of that is when you ain't got nothing to hide. That's the only time that you can be arrogant, boastful, is when people, and even then, people are still gonna have to come. They're gonna still come for you. So you got to expect for that, because when you start to be a lot more boastful, or when you start to be a lot more visible, it then invites scrutiny. And if you can't handle that, don't have a meltdown. Don't start twisting your neck up. Don't start getting mad at people. You're gonna have to start leaning into that. You got to lean into it. If you're going to go that way, then lean into it. And if you're not ready to have that conversation about what you spent at a Cooper's Hawk, then don't go to Cooper's Hawk. My advice to you would be to not go to Cooper's Hawk. That's probably not a good idea, considering that everything that's happening right now. Tell all of your administration heads, whoever is the head of the department, head of security, don't go to Cooper's Hawk. It's not a good idea. Don't get 7 hotel rooms at the Holiday Inn. Don't go and get a whole bunch of hotel rooms. You probably don't need to travel. Whatever it is that you need to just lay low, work your butt off, highlight all of the things that you do and you change and that you evolve into, and then admit that you probably made a mistake by being too visible, and then make the adjustments. Because I'm telling you, all this is going to do is continue to invite scrutiny. It is. My people saying that y'all should probably stop cursing so much in the chat because it's holding it for review. And then the moderators are going to have to release it depending on whether or not you said anything that's too harsh. But the chat is holding it for review when you curse in the chat. So you got to be careful with some of the words that you say, because it's holding it for review. That's what my people are saying on in the chat. All right. But I'm telling you, Tiff, you gotta lay low, baby. Baby girl, you got to lay low. You can't be out here going to Cooper's Hawk unless you're paying for it yourself. If you paying for it yourself, then move accordingly. But you can't be out here running up a $500-$600 bill at Cooper's Hawk and don't even have no groceries in your own refrigerator and think that's going to fly. Come on, man. And even if you don't get in trouble, like on a whole nother level, Dolton and the city don't want you out here flaunting and causing the city to look bad. And then the voters is going to remember that, and then you ain't going to have no job next year. You know what I'm saying? So be careful, bro. Just be very, very careful that you can actually justify some of the things that you're doing.